All right, good afternoon to you from the Storm Alert Weather Center. This is Chief Forecaster Daniel Wilson, and we're looking at a very interesting day tomorrow across much of the eastern part of the United States with the threat of severe thunderstorms and possible long-track tornadoes across much of this area. It's unfortunate, but a large part of Kentucky is in that risk area. And we're going to take a look at some of these, some of the things that we're seeing, and it's important for you to realize the threat areas and the places that are in the highest risk. Now, if you look at this United States map, you can see that the moderate risk, the higher risk of severe weather exists around the Cincinnati area, Covington, up in northern Kentucky, and then basically all of the Ohio region, including Cincinnati, Columbus, Dayton, Cleveland, Ohio, all in a moderate risk of severe weather, and the likelihood of strong tornadoes is very possible with this system tomorrow afternoon and into the evening hours, probably the early evening. That will be making its way from west to east across the state. A lot of people are asking about timelines and when we expect that to happen. We will just tell you, you need to be heads up throughout the day, because we could tell you the storm is going to hit at a certain time and it not, and you let your guard down. I just really don't like getting into the exact timelines. The Weather Service says still some uncertainty as far as the timelines go for the storms tomorrow. Probably 3 rounds of storms. The last one will probably be the strongest one as of now, the most severe. And if we can get sunlight and heating tomorrow, that's going to add fuel to the fire. We've noticed here in the studio today, the temperature right now is 76. I think we've had the high of 78 here. The humidity is 68% and the dew point's at 65. So the parameters are there if you look at those things for severe weather tomorrow. The tornado threat exists pretty much everywhere from central Alabama, just south of Tuscaloosa, up to the Nashville, Knoxville area, most of middle Tennessee and eastern Tennessee. The threat of tornadoes, that would also include a large part of Kentucky, not exactly I-65 east, but a little bit of areas west of Interstate 65 and back toward Virginia and West Virginia, as well as parts of Indiana, all of Ohio, and even up to Pennsylvania. So it's a very interesting setup. This is the probability of tornadoes. Now, the probability of hail, that exists through the same area that we spoke about, the probability of hail. And then the wind is also another thing that we're watching. This is all information from the Storm Prediction Center, and that shows the area concerning hail tomorrow. And something that we do not see very, very often is the significant tornado risk. And this shows the area that the Storms Prediction Center has indicated that significant tornadoes could develop tomorrow afternoon. So we need to be heads up and aware of what's happening tomorrow. If you're up in the Columbus, Ohio, or northern Kentucky, around Cincinnati and Covington, this is the area for significant hail. So if you are planning a trip anywhere that way, probably wouldn't be advisable tomorrow. The projection for significant wind, and this is something we don't see very often, is all of the area that we mentioned. In fact, they've trimmed down the southern part just a little bit, but the Nashville metro, just west of Knoxville, all of that area in line for significant winds tomorrow. And we definitely want everybody to be updated and informed, most of all, to be prepared. Tornado safety is very important. If you live in a mobile home, I would like to recommend that you go somewhere tomorrow and be in your safe place before the storms hit. This is a high-end severe weather outbreak day, and persons should be prepared for severe thunderstorms, destructive winds, and the likelihood of tornadoes. If you live in a mobile home, you definitely should go to another place long before the storms hit. The best place to be is in a basement, a small interior room inside the home, area with no windows, and try to put as many walls as you can between you and the outside. Take protection from flying debris. Have a bike helmet, even a football helmet, something you can wear. I have one. If things get bad, then I have a way to protect my head. You can also consider heavy shoes. Make sure that you have heavy shoes. In the event that there were to be damage, then you would have a safe way to walk and to make your way through debris. Being notified is very important as well. NOAA Weather Radio, make sure that it is in operation. Your wireless emergency alerts on your phone, those will be activated for winds over 80 miles an hour and tornado warnings. Internet sources, National Weather Service, Storm Alert Center, local TV and radio. One thing that you should never depend on, and that is the outdoor warning sirens. Do not pay attention or do not put any faith or confidence in them. They're meant to be heard outdoors. They're not meant to be heard indoors. And the chances of them waking you up at night are very little unless the siren is right outside your home. But do not depend on the outdoor warning sirens for the ways to get warning information. Some of the things that we've been getting all day long is multiple texts and messages and posts wanting to know these three things: how bad it will be, if we will have a tornado, and if a certain place or certain community or town or county will have a tornado. And those are questions that I get asked every time we have a weather event. And I don't care if you're Reed Timmer or whoever, nobody knows exactly how bad it will be. We don't know with this storm. We don't know with the next storm. We never know exactly how bad it will be. Do we know if there's going to be a tornado? Tomorrow, more than likely, somewhere, yes. But as far as knowing where that tornado will hit, who will be affected, if it will hit your small community, your small town, we have absolutely no way of knowing. So the best thing to do is to be heads up and be prepared in the event that severe weather happens. We will continue to monitor the weather situation, and if anything happens tomorrow, we will be broadcasting live here in the studio. Myself and storm anchor Keith Richardson will be here. along with Abby Jasper, our Pulaski correspondent. She will be here keeping us updated and informed on the east side of our coverage area. We want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon for the severe weather update. Again, a severe outbreak is expected tomorrow across a large part of Kentucky, even down into Tennessee, the northern part of Alabama, up through Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, and parts of Indiana. So be weather aware and prepared tomorrow in the event that severe weather threatens. And we'll be utilizing the new radar from Jamestown, the Climavision radar. We'll be able to use that tomorrow. Won't be able to share that live with you because of copyright and those concerns, but we can tell you what we're seeing and give you a little heads up on the weather from that point. Thank you all for joining us, and we will be updating as the time goes closer to the weather